What's going on?
Group investigation. Group
Hello?
investigation. Group investigation. Right?
What are we investigating today?
Oh, this is gonna blow your goddamn mind. Cause it blew my mind. I know if it blew my mind, it's gonna fucking blow yours.
Nice. I like new things. I like the new discoveries.
Well, me too. Check.
Okay. That's good stuff. Yeah. Did Diana get Donald pregnant? Diana's Melania, huh?
Ain't that something?
Diana's Melania.
That's what he's saying. That's a guy named Tyler Hansen.
Yeah,
Tyler
he's
Hansen.
interesting.
It's very interesting, right? Tyler
He's
Hansen. I find it very interesting. Tyler Hansen is saying that Princess Diana is Melania. And then my friend fucking Susie Cream Cheese over here, right? Susie Cream Cheese is dead. This was 10 years ago.
So he's the ice wall guy, and he really kind of really started on the flat Earth thing, and he had ice wall on his hat.
Yeah, but then he stumbled into the transgenders.
Yeah, and he's really onto some good stuff. I enjoy listening to him.
And I laughed my ass off because he's saying the same thing as Susie Cream Cheese.
Yeah, he's saying a lot. Have you seen Tommy Truthful 369?
Yeah.
He's pretty cool too to listen to. I enjoy him. He's into, he can talk your lingo, Matt. He can talk gematria, just like, and I can't do that. He can look at a word and know what the numbers are and know look at it in threes and spell it. Fucking talented.
Melania's got a bigger dick than me. Holy shit.
Well, you saw Diana tucking it back in the day, just like you've seen Big Mike.
Yeah. I don't know what makes you think anybody would be any different.
So I don't know. It's hard to figure it out. They're all, if they got both sexes, they got a little bit of something going on. And
Yeah.
what the fuck are they? Do we got to start stripping people down to see what the fuck's going on?
I keep in mind, we ain't having this conversation in a town hall meeting, sir. We ain't having this conversation in a high school gymnasium. Who's gonna give me the podium so I can body from the pulpit?
I'll tell you what, I've seen some people go to city council meetings and say some pretty good shit.
I should be paid for the shit that comes out of my mouth.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, if you could get up to Bangor, Maine City Council, and you know they televise that stuff.
I know they ran me out of there last time I went. I went one time, and then I called in one time. And the time I went, they pushed me out of the meeting in 10 minutes. And the time I called in, they shut down the meeting early.
Well, you should get your 2 minutes regardless. I think you get 2 minutes of speaking time.
It's amazing.
Every council meeting, Matt, you should take it upon yourself and enjoy yourself. Take your girl out for dinner before and figure out what you're going to talk about. Then go to the council meetings together and go for it.
He probably captivated a lot of people's attention.
Yeah, that's how you get to the public and the community to start
Hey,
blowing
that's
the
how I'm
nice
in
up.
here.
I have no interest in seeing failed men in women's sports.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's the thing: when they're up there, when they're wearing high heels and pumps, and the men have boobs and penises hiding behind dresses, and are telling you what the hell's going on, I think you should tell them what the fuck's going on.
That's insanity, man.
I think that's what I need to do too.
Right? All right, guys.
No, I mean,
This shit's fucking screwy.
if you think about that, they want you to run away and go in the hills and fucking dig a hole in the ground and bury your fucking head in the sand and fucking blow your brains out. Well, why wouldn't we just do the opposite? Go down right in the middle of the heart of it. Like there's like 137,000 people down here, and I'd like to be just a speaking mayor, telling the truth. You know what's really going on here.
Shit's amazing, huh?
Yeah, I think it's all. I mean, you know what? I mean, I think you're on to something. I think everybody's. Yeah.
You know, I'm either right or I'm wrong, and at this point, I really like my odds.
Oh, I do too.
Odds stands for oppositional defiance disorder syndrome. I have a hard time with fucking saying yes to a bunch of yes men. It's in me to say no to them.
He'd be a hell of a public speaker, man.
Well, you got a 1 in 9 chance, and if you know what 9 represents, I like your odds.
See, I like my odds too.
I mean, I like my odds too, and I like Chuck's odds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I mean, we shouldn't be at odds with everybody else. They should be at odds with us, knowing what nine really does represent, and it's just the truth of the matter. It's a starting
They need
point.
to beat our odds.
Yeah, you just look at it as a reference point, starting point.
It's
It is
starting point. How does this correspond?
Yeah, just use it as a question, you know. Man, that's
Can we
know,
start
that is really
why there's so many failed men? Maybe because there's failed women thinking there's men. What if it's backwards? What if the failed men are a result of failed mothers who failed to fucking educate their sons? Oh shit, that's sexist and it's racist.
well.
What if women
that's a
thought
lot
it
of-
was their freaking patriotic duty to reproduce so they could get a welfare benefit?
They got a lot of them got forked tongues, and one way or another, a lot of them got their tongue out on on the chopping block, and they got a fucking fork stuck in it, and if they move it, it hurts, and if they pull the fork out and say something, they lose their paycheck. So they got forked tongues that way as well, and the frequency of that 440 hangman. They're hangmaned.
This shit's mind-boggling.
Hangman. They're upside down. You look at that 4 backwards, and you look at Hewlett Packard's logo. H that ups, it's just I look at things a little differently, and maybe I'm just looking at their logo, but it looks like that Hangman to me, and that's transhumanism. And that's the H plus, and that's Hewlett Packard's logo, and
was this worth Was this worth breaking out of the vault for the Kings? Talk King.
yeah,
I enjoy it.
yeah, this is a lot of fun content to add to it. Like that Iceman or Ice Wall guy.
Yeah, he's saying a lot of the same things, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, then once he figures out what's been going on underneath the skin and the intra body, underneath the skin and the intra body nano network of internet of nano things, and there's a trillion sensor network going on underneath there, and nobody fucking can talk about it but you and I. And a few select few that really want to look at it,
Oh, for me, it's extremely wild because we're on a need to know basis, and apparently the general public doesn't need to know.
Well, look at the narrative here, and look at the acting going on stage and the.
Oh, and for the record, Chuck, before I forget,
Yeah,
your letter came in. I got it earlier today.
Oh, nice.
Great, man.
Yes. So
I just wanted you to. I know you believed in me, but I just wanted it to hit, man.
No,
Yeah.
it did hit, and I will kick you your package out Monday morning.
All right. Yeah, I know you will, man. Just take your time. Do what you got to do. It'll be here.
Good job, USPS.
Okay,
At least we know now. How long it takes. That's what I wanted to
That's
cover.
3 days. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I was curious about that too, and I like to take the odds when you kind of know when things are coming, but it's amazing to kind of know how the postal route goes.
That's why I laugh every day when I wake up, because I was born with spinal meningitis and I wasn't supposed to make it past the age of 10. Society said I would only count as a civil service worker or a public food service worker, a burger flipper, or grocery bag boy. I think I surpassed all of that when I realized I could do everything. I could be my own buyer, seller, backer, banker, barker, distributor of bullshit, marketing, advertising, statistician. I mean, what happens when you're doing all the damn jobs and you're your own doctor too? If you're your own doctor, then why stop there? Be your own press agent and fucking lawyer too.
Those words are so powerful, and you think we've been farmed out with a pH, and when you talk about food and medicine, you think about farming with the FARMING, and not with a PHAR, you know what I mean? With pharma in there. It's amazing.
Farmed.
We all got farmed out.
Farmed.
We farmed ourselves out for the slaughter.
The pH in pharmaceutical is fucking silent. Should have been pharmaceuticals.
pH, yeah, pH.
Maybe that's why they got their pH, because they're PhD. They're lacking. They're PhD. They're lacking their pH. They're not pH. They got a PhD because they're lacking in pH. The water's not fucking balanced. They're out of goddamn balance.
And you got cancer.
Tell me that you're out of balance.
You're out of balance, and you end up with cancer because your water is not correct and it's corrosive, because your positive and negative can't balance out to the neutral and get the 9 going.
So your first lady is a transgender and a prostitute. Man, I feel pretty good about saying something.
Yeah. And that's another roundabout way to say your biofield is healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you're getting grounded out and you're getting sun and you're getting good nutrients and you're not eating a lot of genetically modified things and you have good gut biome and your bacteria is, it's just not full of fucking bullshit parasites,
Chuck, your beer's on. The beer's on you today, man. You literally bought today's beer.
Hell yeah.
You're an
That's great.
enabler.
Say, I'm working.
Yeah, look at that. You're an enabler.
Right? He's
Yeah,
an
I came through.
This guy.
Oh,
I messed up everybody's world. I messed up my mommy's world and my daddy's world.
well, your mom. You didn't say your mom's kind of listening to some of these things you got to say.
Sometimes she'll listen in, but you know what? She don't say nothing to me.
Well, that's all right. You know, this it's just nice that she's probably listening to hear
To
what her
me,
son's
it's
got
like the
going
halls.
on. You know.
It's like the halls of Armenti. You know, the Akashic records. You're walking through a fucking morgue. It's just you.
Yeah.
I could only speak as a father. I'd be proud to have the fucking son know that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You know, just breaking
No, I'm
those
just being,
generational curses that nobody else
hell
knew that
yeah,
were
man.
there, that you're speaking about them and doing something about it, and you're speaking it into existence that you're breaking. It's just what's wrong with breaking a curse that you've been in enslavement and receivership and bonded and inky, but sent out to dry with your ink on your feet. Nobody knew why. I think my mother would be proud that I figured that out.
You would take my whole goddamn county, my school. I went to a tiny fucking school, man. And I
did
was
too.
considered the smartest in my goddamn class.
Nice.
And now it's the exact opposite, you know, it's wild.
I was at the bottom of my class, and I think I was probably one of the smartest in my class. I just didn't apply myself to the way that they wanted me to apply myself. So I was at the bottom of my class.
Listen to this fucking shit, man. Now that you're
I
awake,
still had
right?
fun. I enjoyed my class.
Now that you're awake, right? Because 20 years ago you weren't awake. Now you're awake. Listen to the lyrics in this fucking song.
Oh yeah, they're fucking birds, man.
Hell, fucking Will Ferrell.
What's the devil do? Corrupts the seed and it corrupts the young children, you know.
And Trump's got nothing to do with Epstein, right?
Whatever. I mean, that's besides the point. You know, give him that one. If they didn't have anything to do with Epstein, who gives a fuck? But he had everything to do with the vaccine, and he needs hung for that. You know, who is it his right to augment the civilization and give those guys the right to be underneath everybody's skin? You know, they're fucking rape artists.
Right?
You know, they're raping everybody without even knowing it, and that's what that extraterritorial word comes into play.
Right? This boy is 25 years old. It comes to turn out, look, Jeffrey Epstein is Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell, Jeffrey Epstein, Ron Perlman, the actor from Sons of Anarchy. Oh, we're on the same person.
Wow, Will Ferrell's really pretty tall. He's a little fucking, he's a little pipsqueak, man. Will Ferrell's probably 6'1", 6'2". I think he's fairly large. That
But
Jeffrey
remember, they're
Epstein's
so
like,
good at camera tricking us, man.
yeah.
They're so good at tricking us with camera angles. It's crazy. I've been at this for too goddamn long.
Yeah, let's look at, we'll just look at some photos of Will and see how tall he looks, you know, see.
Platform shoes can throw you off. And they can say he's 6 foot and really he's 5'10", but how would you know? You're not standing there with a tape measure.
Yeah, you look at guys like Danny DeVito, and you just know he's a short little fucker because he's all the roles he's played, and you kind of have an idea what he looks like. And I've seen Will Ferrell on Saturday Night Live, and he's always seems like he's a head taller than everybody else. And I'm looking at just right there, he just seems. But we'll see. Looks like a pretty big man there. Epstein kind of got woman's shoulders, to tell you the truth.
Right there, they really look alike. Ron Perlman and Will Ferrell.
Yeah, those two definitely do.
Right, and then flipping between Ron Perlman, Epstein, and Will Ferrell. Ron Perlman. It's Perlman, Sons of Anarchy, Will Ferrell, and Jeffrey Epstein. How many people are sitting there telling you Epstein ain't dead? You're damn right, because he ain't even a real fucking person. That's why he ain't fucking dead.
What about that one actor that was with Obama that got ousted? He kind of looks like those guys too.
Look right there, right? Look at the nose and the face line up. Wow.
I can't think of that chef's name, but look at all the chefs that have died that have been connected with fucking just any presidential party, but especially the Obamas. They lost a couple of chefs.
I know you guys seen that white man that said he went to the hotel with him and sucked him off for an 8-ball or something they smoked together.
Yeah. But that's just too much, right?
Fucking disgusting, man.
Look at that one black chef that Obama's had that, that guy was in good shape. If he couldn't fucking swim, he couldn't swim, but he didn't look like a guy would drown very easy. You know what I mean? What the fuck's going on there?
Looked like a young man. Healthy.
Yeah, he could get himself out of the water.
Hell yeah.
What happened there? But look at it's kind of funny about Tesla and technology. Look at Mitch McConnell's wife's sister or whatever, that they backed her into the lake in a Tesla, locked her in there, and she drowned in a Tesla. The vehicle took off. So AI is under control of these vehicles. And if AI doesn't like the algorithm and AI's making the kill shots, who's to say, and they don't want to give any governance to AI for 10 years. Fuck these motherfuckers. Off with their heads.
Right.
Off with their heads. National intelligence says you're fucking wrong.
So we're gonna stick with the transgender thing because it's pretty new to a lot of you, right?
Yeah.
I'm stick with Susie cream cheese because holy fuck, this is funny.
The pearl's a symbolism though too, Chuck. You kind of been keying in on that.
If you ask a modern woman today what it means to be a woman, she has no fucking idea what it means to be a woman.
Well, I think some do. I mean, you can't say all.
25%. 75% of women are striving or achieving or wanting to be men. They got daddy issues. Daddy was missing from the equation. So they're conditioned by society and their alpha female mothers to grow up, hate men, and beat a man.
Yeah.
And so this causes men in general, like Todd Church, Chuck, to regress, to seek crowd approval by wearing dresses. And alpha females love this stuff because they think the man looks sexy in a fucking dress.
Wear them all he wants. I ain't wearing. I don't respect that shit.
That's crazy. And that's such an illusion and to defy God, and defy his children into this deception is what they want.
That's failed men wanting to get in touch with their feminine side by wearing pink tutus and slips and dresses and seek crowd approval, special privileges and rights. How do they have more rights to do?
So I guess when
That's
Trump
pretty
was saying
special.
that,
That's why I said something about the mess, because I don't think there's a lot of men that could just say what I said.
no, but I think when Trump said what he was saying, like grab him by the pussy, he meant like grab Arnold Schwarzenegger by the pussy.
Right.
Because Arnold's a pussy because he was saying, get the vaccine or you'll fucking die.
Right. I
I
agree.
think Arnold's a
Can we
pussy.
explain to the general population why I ain't dead yet? I should have died already, according to the neuroscientists.
Yeah, pseudoscience. The pseudoscience, eugenics scientists that came from fucking Nazi Germany told you were wrong, and I think you were right. For believing in yourself, you know? I mean, that's how you defy odds is not fucking, you defy odds is by figuring out there's only 9 numbers to fucking be worried about.
And the smart people, right? That's the first question I ask most people when I meet them for the first time.
Yeah, and, you know, and it's confusing to most because people
They never heard it.
haven't experienced it yet.
They never heard it. They never realized it for themselves.
Yeah.
And so when you're in the know, you know the answer automatically is 9. But when they don't know the answer is 9, then they'll tell you the answer is infinity. But when you're on the inside track with 9, then their infinity answer is almost ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's not even almost ridiculous. It's literally fucking ridiculous. If you know everything's rooted in 9.
Hear what you're saying though? I'm just look at the English words you're saying. You're saying in the know, KNOW is no. In the know is 9. No is 9.
No is 9. When you're in the know, you're 9. When you're in the know, you know 9.
You speak the answer. You speak the answer right in your words 2 ways. No and no. KNOW and NO. Wow. Fucking pretty cool.
And Hillary Clinton laughs at you and the majority of people, man, because you don't know your nomenclature well. And I'm a gnomon that knows my nomenclature well. And I tell you that the more you know, the more you say no, because no means no. Doesn't mean yes. NBC, the more you know, the more you say no.
And exactly. You know, and know why you're upset if you're upset by the truth. KNOY. Figure it out why you're upset. If somebody's telling you the truth, figure out why you're butthurt about it and what it's interfering with in your lifestyle that would get in the way of you. You know what I mean? If people are fucking butthurt about the truth and you telling the truth and me telling the truth and Chuck telling the truth and anybody that kind of gets on here, yeah, if we're out of line and say something that's not truthful, shame on us, you know, but we'll figure it out.
That goddamn blow your mind, because my mind's been blown since 1999.
Yeah. But you know what? I mean, we've been wrong about a lot of things. We've been lied to about everything. So I mean, I think we're fucking right, pretty damn close. I'd say if 80% of the things we're hitting on is true, it's fucking hell of a lot better than all the fucking 100% of the thing that comes out of the welfare system that tells us keep giving it to them. You know, we're looking at all the welfare recipients right on stage, man. Look at that old neck on that.
Isn't that fucking amazing, right? Some people believe that Barbara Bush is the daughter of Aleister Crowley. Stop it right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually believe that. I believe that Barbara Bush is Crowley. It's not a daughter. It's literally him.
Or a clone, or yeah.
I believe that Barbara Bush is fucking Aleister Crowley.
Yeah, they figured out the elixir of life is, and their life is transhumanism and blood sacrifice, and that's how some of these people have lived for. Say, Crowley's probably still alive as Rogan. What's going on there?
Right.
How long was Crowley alive? Turn of the century too? Is he born around 1900 or so?
Yeah, he was turn of the century.
So he'd be fucking how old would he be today?
Right, he'd be 200.
In a quarter, 226 or maybe Rogan's gonna come out and say, "Hey, ha ha ha, I'm Lucifer." Could be any one of them.
No, I
Could be
think
any one of them.
someone's knocking home.
That Barbara Bush is one. Did you ever hear her talking like, I think every child should go to school and learn education,
Sure she does. So they do what they're told.
Well, I don't think they're very intelligent, is the thing. And that's the thing with these entities. They trickery is everything because they move slow and methodical. And we're running around, bouncing around, doing this and that, and just taking life for granted, and saying that ever like a trustworthy atmosphere. You think your water is going to be drinkable. You think your food's going to be edible. You think your air is going to be breathable, and you think your school system's going to be teachable, not harming in a negative way, which all these things I just explained, they're harming it, and they're harming it through farming it. And the farming it's through pharma,
Right.
It's fucking sickening. Everybody needs to get rid of the fucking FA and put the PH in there. Corporations and banks, it's all that exists. It's all that exists. Nothing more than a corporation and a bank.
So this right here was also created by Susie Cream Cheese. But in this situation, what he's presenting to you is Natalie Woods, Jackie Kennedy, Marilyn Monroe, a couple other persons. But what he's trying to make you really understand is that actors are Asians, actors play roles, actors play character roles.
Yeah.
So you got one actor playing 25 different characters.
That's a lot of work, man. I've always thought about
it really is. But watch this. When it goes to Hollywood, when you talk about the movie industry, and you ask somebody, how many people do you think work in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
In movies and stuff like this, And they might tell you something far-fetched like 250,000 actors or something like that, okay?
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm suggesting or my work is suggesting. My work suggesting is closer to 2,500 actors playing 250,000 roles. Some of them are CGI or generated images, but when you consider spooks, spies, it gets really interesting.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? They have no, and the Khazarians have no problem ending somebody's life for profit.
No.
So if they can clone them and just like, hey, if they can bring it back to their Khazarian tribe and say, hey, I let this person end their life and they tricked themselves into ending it. Now we have their cloning ability, and now we're just going to play with them and just make money off them and just let it go. And they've been doing that for Hollywood. And
so right here you have Julia Nixon and Natalie Wood.
Yep.
They look a lot of what like. Don't let the red lipstick fool you.
Yeah, I'm just looking at their smile on their nose and just their.
Exactly. Don't let the red lipstick and the makeup's designed to throw you off.
Mhm. You know, and you
Maybe
got to
it's
look at their
hairspray that's got Natalie's hair a little bit poofier. More volume.
earlobes. Check their earlobes to see if they're connected, if they're low. You know, if they got a. If
Now
they're,
look at that. That's Julia Nixon Eisenhower, right?
yeah.
You know who that reminds me of in this picture? And you haven't even seen the picture yet.
It looks like what's her name? Nancy Reagan.
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Kind of a buck tooth.
That's fucking
Yeah, and she's
Pelosi young.
hiding her neck.
At some point, she created the character Suzanne Pleshette. So now you got Julia Nixon, Natalie Woods, Suzanne Pleshette, and Nancy Pelosi.
You know, you can take those names like that, Suzanne Pichetti, and just kind of probably use all those names or numbers, not numbers, but letters in there, and spell out media control. You know, you'd find some 2 words in there that would line up with. Same with Marilyn Monroe, MM. Marilyn Manson, MM.
Right. But what he did here is very amazing groundwork.
Yeah.
You know, he's breaking ground. He's like, guys, I think that Natalie Wood is Julia Nixon. And I know that when you look at Julia Nixon, she looks just like Rosalind Carter. And when you look at Rosalind Carter next to Jackie Kennedy, it's mind-boggling. Because ultimately what you're walking away with is one actor playing all these different roles. One super spy.
Yeah, that Jackie Kennedy, she's quite a walleye. You know, she had really wide eyes set.
And a lot of people think she's a man.
Yes, and Nancy Reagan, same with her. She had a really wide eye set.
So, and with that in mind, if Jackie's a man, then all the women that you're watching in this clip, they are men.
Yep.
They're not real women. So you have to understand that all the women you're watching in this clip, they're actually transgender.
Yes. All the lead roles are played by the men, friends.
Exactly.
All the lead roles are played by the men. And if you're part of that Hollywood and part of that science and pseudoscience, you know these fuckers have done this deception and gone this far to where we're at. And so now they're taking to the fact that they're transforming everybody without them even knowing it. You know, they've taken our free will away from us. You have free will to know what your body parts are. And it's these same motherfuckers, and it's Oz. And think about that, gentlemen. Oz is the guy holding the heart and the keys to the fucking shit. And who created Oz? Oprah, Harpo. And now he's in the White House.
Harpo, fucking Oprah is also an anagram for Pharaoh.
Yep.
You get the same letters out of Oprah as Harpo or Pharaoh. I'm very disgusted with Oprah when Oprah said that it's okay to sexually molest or rape children as long as they fail to remember the rape because of drugs. Think about that. You know? Really think about that and its implications. And then I want you to close your eyes and imagine the states you live in and the children that are in the Department of Corrections and Department of Foster Homes. How many of those children under 12, 13 years of age are drugged out of their minds and they can't remember their childhood years because they were drugged? Was that because they were raped by the state, the people that are protecting them?
Yes. Chances are they are getting, you know, it's like these transgender cops. You know, you have a man dressed as a woman in uniform with a firearm that are clinically ill, and that's just fucking that is true science. You know, they can't be You know, it's just like somebody wanting to say they're 3 years old, but I don't want to be a grown up. Well, it doesn't fucking matter. You're still a grown up. And it does, just because you say you're 3 years old and you like little kids and you think you're 3 years old, but you're fucking 53 or 83, you're fucking sick.
Watch
It's
right
no
here,
different.
gentlemen. Really watch right here, right? Just hold on a second. I'm really wanting to watch this clip.
Yeah, I'm gonna step up. I'll be
I'm
quiet.
gonna,
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
step
double
up.
loop over this little bit right here, you know. But watch this really closely, or you'll miss it. Really watch this next little bit. All right? Did you catch it? Did you catch it? Watch again. I'll do this like 4 or 5 times. Did you fucking catch it? Did you catch it? She loves her husband so much, right, Chuck? Who pulled the trigger? She did.
Man, that does, don't it? I was getting ready to say she went over there and like grabbed a hold of him, like looked like a hug, but look up to his head.
Right? Who pulled the trigger? Jackie pulled the trigger. Who's laughing now? Little old me there, Chucky. I solved the mystery. Who pulled the trigger?
Damn, that's something, man.
Jackie pulled the trigger. And isn't it weird how Jackie looks like Nancy and Nancy looks like Jackie? And people think I just say things to say them, Chuck. So it was Nancy Pelosi that pulled the trigger. Should that make the New York Times? Didn't learn that in school.
Yeah, that Oswald shit was probably a prop for him.
Right.
Probably wasn't even no such fucking guy or something.
Right. I get into that too. You know? Right here, though. Look, I'm going to fast forward a little bit and jump ahead. There's some pictures in here. Just great. Right there. You can really see it there. You can see that they're the same person there. Don't let the short hair, long hair fool you.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes. Don't let the black and white photo fool you.
Yeah, I could see that.
Right there. You ever watch? Do you remember Planet of the Apes?
Mm-hmm.
That get up in the pink and the black looks like something out of Planet of the Apes. She looks like she started the Planet of the Apes. Holy crap. Right? Have you watched the old ones? Because the thing in the black and the pink could have been in the old Planet of the Apes movies, and we never would have known about it.
You know, hey, did you ever hear Nancy Pelosi talk about eating children?
Yeah.
That's something. You know who else talked about eating children? That gal over there in Switzerland, the head of the WEF or whatever.
Right here, that right here, look, that's Nancy Pelosi right there, right? The pulled back hair is supposed to fool you.
Damn, it looks like Barbara Streisand almost.
I know. I used to be a lifelong friend of Donald Trump.
I think she was executed for eating children, Barbara Streisand, because I think she was a guy too, because she was really good friends with Cher, and Cher's a dude, and Cher's a cannibal too, I'm sure.
So you look at these three: Natalie Woods, the Cindy person, and Suzanne Plachette. It's the same person.
Yeah, I'm sure they can get their eyelids to cover their eyes more, and I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
Right there, look at that. Right? That's a mixture between Julia Nixon and Nancy Pelosi. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Right?
That's crazy.
Dead on there.
Not blow your goddamn mind. So remember, Nancy Pelosi is fucking Jackie Kennedy and Julia Nixon. And that Cindy person. So fuck this thing's got issues. And Mary Tyler Moore. How many personalities do you need, Nancy Pelosi?
Yeah.
Natalie Woods.
Yep. This deep thoughts by Matt. I'm having some tea. I'm having some English tea. We're talking black tea, black law. So black oil is God to them. God oil drugs. And that's the black oil and the black law.
You got Jackie Kennedy and Mary Tyler Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'm telling you, it's all the same person.
Remember that show back in the day, Laverne and Shirley?
Yeah.
That was trying to masculine to get women to just girls to be on their own and not be husband or wives, to husbands, and just work at a bottling company and working for big oil,
Amazing.
And try to get women to go work at a cereal plant or a bottling plant, you know what I mean? And that they yeah.
How very feminine of the president's men.
Well, it's just amazing that they even can walk in the open because, what they did. Fauci needs to be decapitated, sickled from his own. Where's
the good people at these days, Chuck? They lost their appetite for vengeance, says the Lord.
I say get them. And
the Lord said that vengeance is mine.
Yeah, I mean, expose what their crimes are.
Only the four carries the hangman's noose, and Taro, the four is the executioner. When you catch Trump the four, society's fucked.
I mean, I'm sick of looking at this bullshit AI stuff that these gallows are getting built at the White House. Fuck that shit.
No, I'm
sick of white hats
and the dogs. Where's my dogs at?
Exactly. I'm sick of this bullshit. Just be patient. That's the same shit that they did in the fucking Bolshevik Revolution.
And I wasn't patient. I went to your door banging, and I said, you guys, I found the two poles. The four and the king. Yeah. They are the two poles in society. And you are trapped between the king's actions and the four's actions.
Yep.
Think about it. You have to react to the crazy person just as much as the fucking king.
You know, it's kind of crazy. I was talking about the 9 2 years ago, and I found a memory that was from 2 years ago, and I had 432, which is 9. Then I had a hyphen line and the 9.
Did you ever
And
multiply it by 3? You get
I had
1, 2, 9, 6. 1 to 9, 6. 1 plus 2 plus 9 plus 6, 18, 189.
yeah, that's crazy. That is something else, magical. But it's just alchemy.
I said that Barack Obama was Osama bin Laden in 2002, and I was labeled public enemy #1.
Yeah, isn't that something?
And then I said since 2001 forward that Michelle Obama's got a bigger cock than me, and everybody started hating on me. I didn't even say that I was trying to compete. Just, Michelle's got a bigger dick than me, and it might cause some of you to have a hysterectomy. Or maybe it was like an enema, my foot up your ass, suffered a purge.
Yeah.
Did you ever notice how good that fucking Mark Psaki is? I mean, Jen Psaki is? Oh my God, look at that shit. Did you ever realize
Yeah.
common grounds between Psaki and Zuckerberg?
There's a lot of forehead to work with there.
Holy shit, the only difference is a fucking hairpiece.
Yep. And she was a freaking dipshit just like him. The roles match.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then I found out that Michael Jackson's not dead. Michael Jackson's actually Nancy Pelosi. Plastic surgery does wonders. I mean, the comparison is just fucking out of this world. Look at that.
Yeah, that is nuts.
It's fucking fascinating.
Yeah. Man, she got fed with a fucking slingshot.
Yeah, I look at the comparison between John Candy and Donald Trump. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Who ever saw that, right?
Uncle Buck.
Fucking Uncle Buck, goddamn.
I mean, definitely could be relation at some point too, They part their hair the same way. Their lobes look the same.
Got the same grin, smile.
Uncle Buck's definitely got a little more color on his lips, but
this shit's fucking amazing. I gotta thank Susie Cream Cheese Dick because I wouldn't be doing this without a second, Gotta have a second before you do some crazy shit. I had a second. Now we're having church about it. Not a second person. Look, Susie Cream Cheese said the same thing. This shit's fucking wild. I won't play the music. Just look what he's showing you. This is 2016. 2016, 8 years ago.
I do think that outfit that Melania's got on there, I think that is a nice looking outfit.
Yeah.
Well, I like that color,
It matches Ukraine.
Yeah. It's not quite periwinkle,
Trump's over.
Right? We play music. It's fucking hilarious. Go, Susie!
Very, very similar to that Jackie Kennedy, isn't it? That Jackie Kennedy image.
Yeah. But he's also like, you guys, he's in SmackDown. And isn't it funny that Linda McMahon is now in control of the Department of Education? I find that to be fucking amazing, right? Linda McMahon, chairman of the WWE, SmackDown, Raw, is now in control of the Department of Education. Can I get a hallelujah?
You can't make that shit up.
Hallelujah.
You can't make that shit
Can I
up.
get an amen? Parents, you should be educating your own fucking children.
It's just insane.
What the actual fuck? At what age did you realize that wrestling was not real? At what age did you start questioning what is real or is not real?
Well, I was questioning at 3rd grade because I was actually doing the real wrestling.
Right? And who you're wrestling with, God or the devil?
No, I was wrestling against another opponent.
Well, Jacob supposedly wrestled against Israel or God until God broke his hip, which is why he had to walk with a cane.
Trying to fire up that old tractor down there.
You could almost even say that God caused the original pimp to happen, you know, and caused him to walk through. Right? God broke Jacob's hip, wrestling with him all night. Jacob wouldn't quit.
Yeah.
She broke his hip and gave him a cane. Walk with a limp. If you're walking with a limp, you're walking with a pimp cane. And ironically, in this situation, the cane was the first murder weapon.
Isn't that something? Yeah.
Right? Because Cain killed his brother with what? A fucking cane? And we like candy canes, right? Christmas, candy canes.
Yeah. What?
We like our pimp canes. Use the cane to fucking beat your slave to death and cane them to death.
What was the
me or does John Candy and Trump have a lot of similarities?
Yeah.
Even in hand size and shape. It's amazing, right? They got fucking fat, pudgy fingers. I mean, this shit's fucking wild.
Look at the pharaohs. They carried a cane around because they would beat their lambs with it, you know?
Right.
And who found lamb?
In accordance to my observations, it's sexist and racist for voting for yourself in a rigged election. Or here's a better question. Why would you participate in an election process where the outcome is predetermined and rigged? That would actually make you part of the problem and not part of the solution.
Yeah. You're part
And
of
you
the
see that
bomb.
scene right there? Look, right? Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, right? Watch this. Boom. What's he doing? Right there. Right? What do you do? What do you do, Dick? I mean, think about it. That's Donald Trump right there, and that's Macaulay Culkin, right?
Check his ass out.
What do you do, Rick? What's he doing?
Trafficking him.
He's checking out that booty.
Yep, that's what I just said. Yeah, I seen it.
Yep. He's trafficking him.
Right?
Yep.
You see, only an alpha male would catch that. That motherfucker's checking out that kid's booty.
Yep. He's trafficking that young boy.
Fucking
And
crazy.
how fucked up did Macaulay Culkin happen to become? Right?
Oh,
What
you
if-
saw what
if-
you saw what he went through. You know, they fucked him up, man.
Right. And let's just say that person is one of his fucking assaulters. Wow.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, I'm Mighty Mouse and a superhero because look at the shit coming out of my goddamn mouth.
Well, Hollywood family. Wow, big deal. Is it all? They're all connected because they've all touched each other. And they've all
You know what I'm
sodomized
fucking
each
loyal
other.
to? I'll tell you what I'm goddamn loyal to. I'm loyal to the people who are loyal to me, and I'm loyal to the people that are loyal to the ground they walk on.
Yeah.
That's beyond a flag. If you don't care about the ground you care about, if you don't care about the ground you walk on, why the hell should I care about you?
Right.
You know? We're not even on the same page.
Uncle Bud.
I got shit goddamn amazing to me. So fucking Uncle Buck, Trump, Green Acres, this is the place to be. Right here.
Yeah, green deals, green acres.
Yeah.
They like green, man. You know, and Gator, you know, and
Green Acres is the place to be.
what does the Gator always need to aid?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up with Alligator Alcatraz, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
AA.
Did I show you enough where you can comfortably suspect Trump is up to no good?
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
And I'm not sitting here saying trust me. I'm like, no, you should trust you.
So, well, look at those words,
That's
alligator.
why this floor is so powerful, man. I'm not sitting here telling you to kiss my butt or fucking pray to me or believe that I'm passing gas or the Holy Spirit out my ass or anything fucking. Nope. Nope. No. No.
Listen to your gut.
I listen to my gut. I'm here because of my gut. Look at what I showed you because of my gut.
Yep.
You should be alarmed. That's why I said that we're going to establish a council, a special council. Because it's going to take special people to recognize this shit.
Yeah.
And then where's your loyalties lie? With the ground that you walk on or with a foreign corporation?
Well, the loyalty is just the ground that you walk on, and the people that walk on the ground that you walk on are is equal, and knowing they're equal to be walking on the ground next to you. And they're not categorized or carbon. You know, we're not in a box, man. We're not fucking part of the box system.
No. As a matter of fact, I get to sit here proudly telling you that I never got capped in. I never got captured by the system, captivated by it. Didn't capture my flag. I'm flying my own flag outside my door. Got to think like a pirate.
Yeah.
So
I
they
mean,
never
who is
tricked
really
me, they never
post-master?
fooled me. I never believed anybody but myself, and now it's starting to pay fucking dividends. You see why I don't trust anything other than myself? Even Will and Grace was predicting the Trump presidency in 2012. How'd that happen? Because they were fucking predicting it with predictive programming.
Yeah.
Look at her fucking purse, right? Look at her fucking purse right there. Look at that red bag. What's it say right on it? Fucking Trump.
A lot of them say MK or CK, you know, they got that gold badge, mind control,
Right?
and a gator skin, you know. You know, there's something to that, you know, like that gator skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who started Alligator Alcatraz? Right? Remember, it was Trump that started Alligator Alcatraz in Florida.
Is that thing just up and going and flourishing, or what's happening down there?
Well, we're getting into some funny stuff, so we can all see how Trump's just an actor, right? Role player.
Yeah.
Look at that, right? Look, wow. I'm good. Look at the lineup between the mouth and the nose. Eyes. mouth.
Yeah, I mean, just think. I mean, these fucking guys are just dissected through cameras and media, and I mean, just think of if somebody followed us around, and you'd find a lot of shit wrong with us too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not giving them any freaking leeway, but I'm just saying, they're fucking got a lot of cameras on them.
Right? No, they do. They do. They do. They do.
You see that Trump called that one reporter Miss Piggy. Well, heck yeah, I'd get sick of that shit too. I would have called her Miss Piggy a long time ago.
They do. And it gets hard for me. This is a camera crew over in the United Kingdom. These people that made this little clip, they're not even American.
Yeah.
Like, look at Trump and look at Joe Biden, and they're flashing back and forth to let the hairpiece fool you. So what if Trump and Biden are played by the same? Nobody. Neither one of them's real.
I don't think fucking Biden can even be as dumb as Biden is. I mean, man, that's a dumb motherfucker that can play that part.
Right. We're
That's
not the
amazing.
only ones in this situation. You remember Mike Pence?
Yeah.
Right? That was Trump's first vice president, right?
Yeah, he's like Johnny
What
Quest
happens
from
when
the
you
cartoon.
Now this is another clip. These people are laughing. They think we're all a bunch of dumb niggers over here. And they're like, look at this. This is Mike Pence,
Yeah,
Joe
don't they look
Biden,
like Johnny Quest?
Trump. They're flashing between these three characters, right? And they're doing it so fast where it's fucking alarming, right? Mike Pence and Joe Biden.
Yeah.
What the fuck, right? What's going on there? What? They could be cousins or maybe the same person. What the hell's going on there? And then all of a sudden, boop, there's Trump and Biden and Mike Pence. What are they trying to tell you here? Why do they all look like?
What? I forget what Pence went.
Right, where'd he go? He just disappeared suddenly.
Yeah.
Right, that's fucking wild to me. He just fucking randomly disappeared, Chuck.
And those who are some of those guys from the World Economic Forum, looking at their wives, man, they're just like they're just such men,
But you see how there's quite a bit of similarities between these three characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to all agree that they're the same actor, but maybe it's the same bloodline. Maybe they're all inbred.
I think that fucking JD Vance is quite an interesting looking character.
Oh, I agree too.
I just can't get past looking at those eyes.
3 years ago, right? This was brought to you by Sun and Moon Group. Okay? We're going to jump from this to Grace 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
The Donald and the Donald Trump and Donald Duck. You turn Donald Duck upside down, you got Donald Trump. It's amazing.
I just can't get over that deck of cards being 54 and it's 5 and 4 is 9 and there's a Trump and a Joker in every deck.
Right. There's a little Joker and a big one.
Yeah, it's blowing me away. I can't get over that.
But look what she's showing you here, the Statue of Liberty. She wants you to look at her face. Nope. There's Trump. Right. From Trump's face to the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
And really looks like Elvis.
He got the same face.
Really looks like Elvis for sure. Yep. Yeah, and Trump and Elvis actually look a lot alike, and
For sure.
What if Trump is Abaddon? Apollyon. Lucifer.
he's one ugly bitch, whatever Trump is.
Trust the plan.
Yeah,
That's all the Q wants you to do is trust the plan.
yeah, that's the bullshit plan. Sit and wait, do nothing. Don't say anything. It's anti-Semitic to raise your people up to awareness. What's really going on here? You know, you Goy can't say anything. It's anti-Semitic to blow the whistle on these evil motherfuckers. You know, you got to let them eat your children.
I created the concept called All the Queen's Men. And this was implying either they're related to the queen or they are played by the queen.
Yep.
They are characters played by the Queen of England, or they are men directly related to the Queen of England. And when the Queen died, remember what you said about the Queen and the spell in the courtroom? Well, when they snapped the Queen's scepter, they dissolved the Queen's magic.
Mm-hmm.
So the royal family doesn't have any power anymore.
Yeah.
They lost all their magic abilities. All their power is gone. When the Queen died, the crown died.
And that's why they moved Jerusalem.
Well, that's right. But they wanted you to control. They wanted to control where Jerusalem is, Dick.
Yeah.
See, I understand and remember the Salem witch trials. And that happened where? Here in America? And part of what I remember is that Salem, Massachusetts used to be called Jerusalem.
Yeah.
So they dropped a Jeru from Salem and tried to ship Jerusalem overseas.
And that was what, 1666 or whatever, allegedly.
Right. And here we are today. Jerusalem is where? Under my feet or overseas.
Yeah.
Where is Israel? Under my feet or overseas. Where's Egypt? Ancient Babylon. Under my feet or overseas.
I think all of is under your feet.
Right. That's why I'm trying to show people it's they want you to look everywhere but here.
Yeah.
They want you thinking everywhere but here. Overseas, not here. Anywhere but here. Because if it's here, they lose power, Dick.
Yep.
They lose control of the narrative.
This kid up in Canada that reads a lot of white papers and stuff. His name's Jay Wilson. And
so anywhere but here.
Yeah.
Because if you start thinking that the Holy Land is under your feet, you're part of the problem or the solution. Depends on perspective.
Yeah, we're in the action, you know. And we're in the know. So we need to know when we're in the action, we better fucking be reactive and saying something. We're gonna
And if you
miss
don't
out.
say something about these things, then ultimately, wouldn't you say that you're part of the problem?
Yeah, absolutely. You're a child killer if you don't say something, because who's defending the children? Nobody but us.
Me, you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
fucking
We got
amazing to me. Now, when you look at time, Dick, I realized to give a new description to the concept of time because of my observations and some of the things I'm sharing with you during the stream. I have a new perspective on time. I have new labels for it, new word spells. Time is unity consciousness, or better yet, time is Christ consciousness. Time is a bond or a bind that we all share. We all share time.
Yep.
That is the time. That is the bond that binds, which is time. And
We're all part of it.
the real trick in this whole situation is to find value in your own time.
Agreed.
Valuing your life when no one else values it.
Yeah, that's a powerful statement.
Sasquatch says, believe in yourself when no one else will believe in you.
Where's Sasquatch at when he's saying that? In the woods?
No, he's saying it right in front of your face.
Yeah.
I'm Sasquatch. I'm Bigfoot. And I'm living in the city.
Yeah.
You see, Sons of Cain went wild. They went roam. They went and got hairy. And even Cain's son was scared of the sight of Cain. Thought he was a bear. Stabbed him with a spear on sight because of the length of his hair, beard. You know, he wasn't a Roman citizen. He's hairy like a Sasquatch. And this coat of hair. Thought he was a bear. He wound up killing his own father with a spear. Ain't that something?
Wow.
So it made me
Okay.
understand over time that fathers have a tendency of casting down their own sons, killing them. Zeus killed Kronos for a crime of feeding off of his own children. And the irony in the situation is Zeus did the same thing. Zeus became so corrupted that he actually wound up doing the same things his father was doing,
Yeah.
feeding off his own fucking children. Carlin tried to show you this and expose this to you. The elders have a tendency of feeding off the young. It gives me no pride. It gives me no, you know, it's not fun telling people this stuff. We don't
No,
protect
but
children. We fucking feed off of them. When you
yeah,
understand how money works, we don't protect the future. We borrow against it. We cause and create debts that the children are forced to fucking pay. So we don't protect the children from fucking anything.
Yeah, the dead is created at the birth of the canal. I mean, we got to stop that bullshit, you know?
Right.
You know,
And so for me personally, I noticed that people tend to jump ship or bail ship when they recognize the problems in leadership. They tend to jump ship or fucking bounce. Escapism. Christians tend to want to go to third world countries where there's no government and tell them how to live their lives. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Because they couldn't fix the messes in their own backyard.
Well, there's a lot of African leaders that are calling these fuckers out. I'll tell you that.
Right. And how many leaders got killed for being anti-vax? If you're an anti-vaxxer, does that mean you're anti-vax? Automatically, you should be executed, should be murdered.
They merge with the technology. The technology is underneath the skin.
So all of a sudden, your free speech is going to get you killed.
If you're synthetic.
It's not going to allow for you to prosper in any way.
It's amazing, you know. You got Albert coming over here, bringing $70 billion with the Pfizer. What's that $70 billion going to do? Is it going to use that against harvesting technology?
I'm really disgusted too. I'm really disgusted because it ran such a powerful fear propaganda campaign that all of a sudden American taxpayers are financing Pfizer.
Yeah.
So really, Pfizer's not paying for anything there. They take that money and then they use it for commercial endorsements and sell you the idea that vaccines are going to make you fucking happy. And it's amazing how many people just do what the television tells them to fucking do.
Well, how do we? I mean, I want to stop that $70 billion and fucking give it to the victims that were injured by this fucking gaslighting propaganda scheme. And how do we get the people their biofield back and get these remote control out of the hands of these guys that are doing this to these people?
Isn't it weird how the King of Fools adds up to 216 in gematria?
Yeah.
216. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. It's a conspiracy.
Three, 6, 9.
Half of 216 is 108, and double 216, you get 432. Either number is rooted in 9. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah. But 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 6 is 9. So it's 369 right there in 216.
So for me over here, I realized that people just have a hard time with mathematical information.
Yeah.
Because it's factual.
It is. You do a good job of explaining that.
It's not emotional either. Factual. There's that Albert Bourla, right?
Yeah, he's public enemy number 1 too.
You know who he's related to? Right? I'll show you. This motherfucker right here.
Yeah, wow.
Don't they look alike?
Klaus Schwab and
Albert Bourla.
Yeah, they got that both heavy German accent, that's for sure.
The only difference between the two is a hairpiece.
Yeah. Yeah, that one video, man, when he was kind of breathing and his neck was puffing out like a frog.
And for the love of God, do I look like I'm crazy? Look at the Shroud of Turin. The Movidigan bloodline, Saint Germain, and my dumbass. Fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm the 13th bloodline. I want to see somebody disprove me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to be the first to experience it or see something, you know. So
And I'm
I'm just
pretty
looking
sure
for,
that Jesus was speaking for the bees and the trees and the babies. Might have even been speaking for the children, parents. And did it in such a way that it confused the Pharisees, the rabbis, the professionals in the union. Because they'd already subjugated themselves to the emperor's rule, tyrant, the bully,
or you can see
or
it.
without any clothing, the spoiled, rotten, narcissistic cunt, that bitch named Sharon, or that fucking whore named Karen. Where the fuck are they?
The church really showed their colors during COVID. Some more than others, you know. Some came out with their steps with rainbow colors.
I'm goddamn proud of money and my labor. Look what I did without a goddamn sponsor. Right?
Nope.
Gotta be a master craftsman to get to this fucking level. Call Harvard. We might be going some places. Holy shit, how can you be on Earth when you're inside of it? Call NASA. We might be in a simulation. How the hell do I know what's going to happen before it happens? That's precognition. And I'm going to tell you, it's also commonly referred to as the curse of Cassandra. If you know 100 years of the past, then you can project 100 years in the future. My friend Eddie Sauter says that I'm a conspiracy theorist. What part of any of what I've said during this stream is a conspiracy? None of it. None of it. None of it. Isn't that amazing? None of it's a conspiracy. But they can't deal with the reality. Immediate reactions are just to call me a conspiracy theorist because otherwise the implications are what? They're huge. Astronomical. The president's engaged in treason and the good people don't want to talk about it.
I know it. You know, it's just, and that's just a fact to be known.
And I just punked them out of their fucking souls. Boom! Shut the gate on the way out the door. Come on in. Let's have a conversation about these things. You know? But let's keep it real. Now it's genetics or it's cloning or maybe it's silicone masks. Maybe it's actors playing a half a dozen roles apiece. The whole point in this situation is to cause you to realize the only person you can really trust is yourself. But can you create a situation where it's a collective of people that are learning that they can only trust themselves? Can you trust any of the characters you saw on television?
Nope.
No.
Now, it was interesting to see Margaret Taylor Greene step down, you know, even though she's part of the uphold, I'm sure, but it was nice to see.
And it's like, I don't know how to deal with my friend Eddie. And there's so many like Eddie. He says, all I deal in conspiracies. And
What
I was
part
like,
of-
really? What part of any of this was a conspiracy?
What if he doesn't understand what conspiracy really means as a definition, and maybe he should look at the word and talk to him about it? And as a suggestion, you know. You say, Eddie, let's look at conspiracy and let's look at the dictionary definition in the dictionary together, and let's talk about it and figure it out. Well, I think I'm different in my way of thinking than you are, and it's, we're looking at it
She
different.
doesn't have to listen to a word that comes out of my mouth because I'm a conspiracy theorist. And of course, the politicians right next to conspiracy theorists is pedestrians because they don't pay for road taxes. They don't vote for war.
They vote for they belong to a death cult.
Right. So pedestrians have no value because they don't vote for war. They don't want to go to war. Hippies didn't want to go to war. The only reason why Nixon stepped down from presidency was because of the very shit that fucking Trump's involved in right now with Epstein.
Yeah.
Watergate is no different than Pizzagate. We should call it Trumpgate because the only gatekeeper around here is fucking Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And you see, I understood these things from an analog point of view. Look, I mapped it on paper, Dick. By fist. You know how powerful that is to me? I'm like the mighty fucking Oz. Because I see how everything works in a sphere.
It's nice to know who's behind the green screen or the green square.
I'm the mighty fucking Oz. It took me a long time to realize that I was the fucking Oz man.
You're the key maker from the Matrix, the guy that's got the key.
The geometry's the fucking key.
Yeah, that little key maker from the Matrix, man, he had that shit figured out, you know.
They slipped me a
You
fucking rupee, and then I woke up from the shit. Now they're freaking out.
What do you think? What do you think? DARP is spraying the skies as hard and heavy
Because
as they are right now. You think it's because people are waking up?
They're trying to prevent you from waking up.
Yeah.
Solar
I mean,
radiation.
they're putting
Soul radiation. The sun is trying to soul radiate you.
yeah.
But the chemtrails is trying to deflect the radiation of the sun.
Yep.
You know, and it's too late. That is my message for you. It's fucking too late. You're just wasting taxpayer dollars trying to prevent the inevitable.
Yeah, from the awakening. Exactly. I mean, it is what it is. It's just like we're waiting for everybody else to balance out to where we're at. They're trying to prevent it.
Yeah.
We got everything going counterclockwise pretty good.
I'm sitting here waking up to treason, and I'm waiting for the good people to realize treason is afoot and there's a game afoot and they're playing fucking games with you. I don't want to play games with you. I don't like fucking playing games. I sell games for a living. I don't play them.
Yep.
That's offensive, right?
Well, it's something.
That
I
was
mean,
true for
you're into
speech. I have a
the
game store. I sell games for a living. I don't play games.
Mhm.
I buy them and I sell them.
According to Congress, we're in the political game, and we have no choice in the matter and what's going on there with that. We don't want a choice in that matter because we know that matter is bullshit.
Right.
It's bullshit, you know. We don't want to play the ball games.
Tired. I threw this in here, because it's very inspirational, but it's other than myself generating this piece, but it corresponds very nicely with what I've seen for decades.
Yeah, it's cool.
Just
I
I
like this.
understand it without a computer model. I don't need a computer model. I can build it with my fucking fist.
Yeah, you can see a question in those in Merkaba.
Oh,
I mean, you're seeing polarity in that all those numbers, positive, negative, neutral, all in that neutron.
my
Everything.
English teachers and my math teachers and my science teachers, they just look at me and right. You're on your own, Matthew.
Well, you got to understand that they can't think the way that you can because they're in that program. You know, you don't want to be in that fucking program, and for that reason, they can.
I rebelled.
Yeah.
I broke their fucking system. I broke it over my goddamn knee. Their system tried to break me, and I refused to be broken. If you can't be broken by the world, you break the world. So it looks like I broke the world.
Well, I'm ready for it to break wide open, and I like knowing that
Crack it like an egg, split right down the middle. Let's cut the baby in half and argue over ownership later.
I mean,
Church
it's
state owns the placenta. The parents don't have anything to say for themselves right now. Planned Parenthood is the winner, apparently. Through silent default, you know what I mean? Like, it's a three-legged dog race between the mother and the father and Planned Parenthood. Who owns the placenta?
yeah.
Who has more rights to it? The mother, the father, or Planned Parenthood?
The hospital sure thinks they do. They're going to snatch that up without even you thinking about it.
We need to change this, Dick, because you and I both know this is fucking inherently wrong.
Yeah, and it's a jurisdictional matter, and there's something to be said about that.
Jurisdiction over the fucking living when they're goddamn dead and the fucking damned.
Yeah.
They're under assumption. And I checked their fucking assumptions for $1.
Yep. I'll second that.
People help me because they want to, Dick. I didn't put a gun to your head, and I'd like to send you a piece of art, something that you like. I'll let you pick out something that's clean that I feel like you know what I mean? Like some pieces are beat up, but I don't want to sell them because they're beat up. But I'll let you pick out a couple pieces for your donation.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I don't sell my art, Dick. I give it to people to help me.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
And mostly my art pieces sell for $200.
Yeah.
Even right now. Because I don't sell them. I don't sell them. I give them to my friends. That's it. And then my children can be like, wow, you really fuck everybody's world up. Because God gives me my due. That's what I know. If I give God a hard time, God's going to give me a hard time. I don't give God a hard time. You gotta ask why wasn't this put in school? Right, Chuck? Fucking hilarious. You have information of this level of magnitude. When you pass it, it's no different than shoving it up someone's ass. And while I'm saying this, I'm sharing it to 1,000 other people. I'm amazed by their willingness to hide. Is that because of a con? No. I just know people. How many numbers are there? 9? But when I showed this information to Todd Church, it was sexist and it was racist. See, I decided to establish and fund my own church because of my observations. My observations will trump yours. I'm pretty confident in that fact. That's why I go live every day on my own dime, on my own dollar, and I act as my own fucking banker and public speaker and distributor and advertiser, an instigator of shit. Like the problems I cause, there is no such thing as zero. It doesn't exist. It's a mythos. It's a mythology that hasn't been proven by any fucking university. Has no substance. Can't touch it, can't hold it, can't prove its fucking existence. What? Where is it? This fucking zero. Huh? Nowhere. And that's something that's nowhere to be fucking found. Can't find the goddamn thing anywhere. And I've been saying that for 25 years. Can't find fucking zero anywhere. Where is it? Hold itself accountable for its actions, right? What the fuck did zero ever do for anyone? Right, Chuck? Figure that out. Explain it to me. What the hell did zero do for you? Nothing. What does it prove? It's a nothing. The fuck is nothing? Nothing? What are you afraid of? I know what you're afraid of. You're afraid of nothing. The nothing. That's literally what you're afraid of. Isn't that fucking hysterical? You're waiting on something to be afraid of. What is there to be afraid of? Nothing? Nothing to be afraid of. What are they going to say? Nothing? They're not going to affirm or deny anything.
Clout.
Nothing.
The web of life.
Let me try from the first to indicate the point that we're aiming at. The point is this.
It's too much, isn't it?
Human consciousness is at the same time
It's too goddamn much to be a coincidence. Who should I call? Ghostbusters? Even Dick, I spooked him out, man, because he's a flatlander, you know, and he thinks God is male. But what about feminine? He's trying to be logical. We have a tendency of thinking God is male. What if God is female and black instead of white? What if it's the exact opposite? See, Chuck, these 3 beers were on you, man. Your shit will be in the mail Monday morning. Oh. But if you're interested, I have a couple other hats. They're vintage. And like the magazines, the photo shoots from when they won the Super Bowls. Couple of them. Yeah. Couple of hats. Might even have a DVD. But I'll send all that to you. Plus, I'm gonna send you what I think it's about an ounce here. Maybe it's 20 grams. Maybe it's 20 grams. You know what I want for that? $150. That's with the hats and the mags. Terrible, right? Terrible, right? That's some nice medical from around here. It's popcorn buds. It's not the great big buds, but it's some popcorn buds. It's local. I bet you it'll knock your socks off because you don't have anything like it around there. You see what happened when I realized that Maine was key in all of this? Not California, Maine. Whatever direction Maine turns its head in, the rest of the country, you're okay. You're great, Dick. I love you, man. You're a good man. You really are. You're willing to tolerate my bullshit and not run away like a bitch. You're a man. A real man would want to face these things and not hide from them. And I try to make it easier for you, right? Because we're not conditioned to think trinary. And my program is trinary software programming. The education system is binary. And I'm going back and forth. This video is 6, 7, 8 years old. And the next video is a video by one of my students who decided to turn against me, which is amazing, right? It's absolutely amazing. And I'm playing it in the way I'm doing it with divine purpose, right? Based on what you've seen so far, do you think he taught you anything other than what I already said? Right? It's wild. Because I'm doing it by the digit and I can't help it. Christ was a 76er, 6 and 7. These millennials are all about 6, 7. 6 and 7 equals 42, and 42 equals math. But math is sexist and racist to communists, socials, and liberals, especially feminists who think they're fucking male. Right. The Council of 13, right? And the 13th position was held by Christ, or Ophiuchus in the Greek, right? Because it's astrology. It's astrology, you know? Astrotheology. It's not astronomy. And we're all a product of consciousness. It doesn't matter where you're birthed. But what I'm suggesting is for make you realize that a father doesn't exist without the mother's birth canal. It's biology. So without the womb, there is no father. And look at the letters in father. You get fat, her fat. Makes me think about fat cows and fat heifers, fat her, fat heifer, fat cow, fact check her, fact check who? The fat liberals, the fat and white cows trying to fucking fact check me. Black and white fucking squares and then to be steered by a bull named me. Me, chief sitting bull. So, right. So URL. That's the cipher. URL. L means God or Saturn. You know, they don't want you to realize that you're a son of God. Right. They just want you to think, pray to God. Last thing they want you to think is, I'm generator, I'm operator, I'm destroyer. Right. Correct. No, that's right. Poop, gross. Right, for goddamn calcium. So, did you see a difference between um, my presentation and this one? Are we saying the same things? Because this person is actually one of my first students, right? So I'm trying to figure out what makes him different. Because all of a sudden he got 80, 100,000 followers. And where do you think he got all his information from? Right. And I gone for 2 hours. I put him in for 5 minutes. Did I skip a beat? Did it even look like I skipped a beat? This could have been my video. This person's name is Tyler Upgaldi. He's a graduate from University of Arizona. And see, I'm making fun of him because I don't have a high school degree, and he's using a high school dropout labor to affirm his own labor. So that's fucking funny to me. Right. Yeah. I'm a high school dropout that doesn't know anything. Well, in my community, I'm the craziest person. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely know that. Yeah. 12. Well, tell 12 points on a clock. What do you think, Chuck? Is this mind boggling shit? After all this, right? I'm reminded of this, and this was 8 years ago, right? 8 years ago, this guy made this video about me, and he killed himself afterward.
Doing well. Before I go on,
This
all
one.
praise and glory to the Most High forever,
This
ever.
video is vain, and the
I
person
was
who
away
killed
for a
me
while
killed
doing some
himself
work for
after
the
I made
Most High and some family business which I
uh,
had to
my
do and still
dragon
have to
video
take care of.
about the
But I
dragon.
was touched, by
Kill
Rap the
himself
News,
after
Crap
I
the
made it.
News, who was
Wow.
recently exposed by Edgar Mendes, by the Sword of David,
He
by
assaulted
me, and
me.
by Paul
I
Davis,
fucking
you
came
know,
back
and
at it.
they're attacking, you know, and denying what they are.
Yeah.
But we proved already that all of them, Mr. The News, Truth Will Never Go Voided, Yuda Yasharel, Dishon Whitehead, all of them are Nephilim because we live in a Nephilim society where they are the majority of population. Once you know Nephilim are real and that they are amongst us, you know, you kill all rabbit holes and you get straight to the point. Now, the Most High is only about his instructions, his commandments that have been hijacked as well, because these beings, these Edomites, you know, they use code words, you know, they have to trick you into the Bible, a book backwards reads cube. So they call their God Yahweh, Yahuwah, the Lord, Hawaii. You know, they call him the Father, you know, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Abracadabra, Ham, Esau, and Yaqub. You've been tricked. They will tell you the God of the Ten Commandments. Ten Commandments is black magic. You have the Sabbath, which is the name of Sabaoth, a fallen angel, which is Yahweh. It's Yahweh worship. Every day is good to meditate and communicate with the Most High. Don't trust these creatures. And what they did take out of it is that we are not allowed to eat animals, no flesh. Genesis 1:29. And the Most High never changes. This is their God from Genesis 2 and on, requiring sacrifices, killing, and doing what he's doing. These are fallen angels and Nephilim histories. Israel is Isis, Ra, Elohim. It's not about true humans. They're tricking you. They have no light. What they are agents of destruction, trained, placed in strategical positions to teach you. They knew about the awakening. Now, there is no discussion about melanated people being true original colors, you know, but it's not about color because the first Edomite was black, Esau is black, white man came later and is a hybrid, but he's not the true enemy. He's been put as proxy in order to hide them, which is Esau, the shape-shifting satyr beast, melanated. Now they come in all colors, same as true people come in all colors. Don't forget that the Most High is about his instructions. So you have to take out the Sabbath and stop eating meat if you want to be right and get some more drop from the Most High and see the tricks they're doing. Now, Rap the News says that Serve Only the Creator is Matt Burrell. You know, he happens to be alive, but first, let's go to Rap's video so you can hear it from his mouth.
Demonized. So today we're going to look at the people who are demonizing us. Let's take a closer look.
We are not demonizing you. You have been exposed. All of you. Images speak more than 1,000 words. You are beasts of the field. This is not hate. This is the truth of the Most High. So you have to humble yourself down, turn back to the ways of the Most High, and stop idol worshiping your devil and teaching people idol worshiping and devil worship.
Adam. So we have Surf Only the Creator, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have went to this fucker and watched his stupid fucking videos, right? So let's see him. There he is right there. Full crazied out in a mental fucking war with all of these weird...
So this is supposed to be me.
I don't know what kind of cult you into. Rugs on the wall. Straight up mental patient in an asylum. Listen. And this is his ass.
So
in here singing about dragons.
Dragon means to see clearly as well. Once you understand words and vibrations and numbers about them, there is more to it, but they're trying desperately to hide it. This is why they demonize gematria, which is a science like math and geometry. There's nothing bad about it. You know, you can do bad things with it, but you can read their codes and break down their matrix, and they're shit scared of it. Your world is breaking down. Beasts, jig is up. Now, this is Matt. And this is supposed to be me. Okay, now let's go to Matt's channel. Okay, which is here under I put
10 years ago.
subscriptions.
Okay?
He's live. Let's see what he says.
Mostly hate, I don't complain, I'm woke, I wait, I total focus, soldier, wrote the art of war on every page, I'm numb to all the dumbness,
So he's doing some stuff. Let's see.
This motherfucker did kill himself after facing.
Let me see if it was on camera. So
Yeah, the fucking devil.
period.
Having a visual experience, metaphysically speaking, chemistry, color light causes the eyes to have an emotional experience, so you're chemically having a physical experience, technically.
Good deal, my reality.
Good rising. I wrote something last night I want to read real quick. You know, this floor is for coagulation. End of the day, it's not really about money. It's about what we're leaving behind.
So he's demonizing these men as well.
It's about what we're teaching our children. Right? That's really what this all is about. I have children myself. I would assume a large portion of you do.
So he's then going into vortex math and stuff like that has been hidden and so on. And this is Matt Jerome, you know, and Rap says it's serve only the creator. So you have a big lie coming out of mouth of a Gentile Nephilim. So what else is he saying? Let's go to Rap's channel quickly, because this has to be brought up, people. Much love to Edgar, much love to Paul Davis, much love to all true ones, and love to the Nephilim as well. This is no hate. You can still come out, reveal yourself, and stick with the Most High and the true people. These false prophets don't care about you. You're going to get bundled up and destroyed. You're still in time. It's like in the days of Noah, you know, they didn't invade humanity. They lived already amongst us, and Noah was warning them for years and years. And by the way, you should know the Most High didn't cause the flood. It was the devil, Yahweh. You know, and the Most High didn't repent making humanity. It's the devil. It's all the devil's history, the story of him and his children. The Most High is not a suicidal killer and don't require animal sacrifice, you know, killing goats and so on. All these feast days are Babylonian, demoniac rituals. You've been idol worshipping and angel worshipping, all of you. So let's go to Rap. Let's find this video he made about me. Again, where he said he called us enemies of Israel. There we are. So you see, you have Edgar, Paul Davis, Surf, the Sword of David. The Sword of David exposed their asses. You know, images speak more than 1,000 words. Shape-shifting beast, liars, serving the Father, the devil of the book, of the cube. They're trying to trick you in, and they always have to announce who they work for. There is no light in them. You know, you should stop eating animals. Anima in Latin means soul. If you feed on death, you will have death. Your body is your temple. You are.
I can't get over what Sasha said. When we eat animal, we are eating soul. It's about 10 more minutes. But this was Sasha standing up for me. You know? His name's Sasha, and he's been taken off the internet about as much as I have. You know, but he's from Croatia. He's not from America. He listens to what I say to him, and I listen to what he says. And I have tried to change my diet quite a bit because of him. His YouTube channel is Surf the Creator, but he's Surf, S-U-R-F, Surf the Creator. You know, God doesn't want us dead. I mean, why would God put us here to only want us dead? It doesn't make sense. You know, and like I said, and like I've said for a long time for my American friends and my American audience and my neighbors, Dick, you're my neighbor, Chuck, you're my neighbor. I have a profound effect on foreigners. You know, and we're all waiting on an alien invasion. And in my mind, most people's asses are foreign to themselves. They don't know their asshole from their elbows. So therefore, their asshole is foreign to them. So when we talk about alien invasion, we're not talking about an invasion at the border in Mexico or Canada, are we? Right. And it's all about invading your mind and your body and your temple. That's what parasites do.
Israel, Isis, Ra, Elohim.
You know, and I'm showing you right here that I got through to somebody on the other side of the fucking world.
So, enemies of Israel, Isis, Ra, Elohim. You know, it's a hijack story. They gave you first the Ashkenazi Jews, which are, you know, a white family of Nephilim. But the true Israelite Hebrews are Esau. They've been tricking you and writing the books for you because you live in a Nephilim society.
They've been tricking you and they've been writing the books for you because you live in a Nephilim controlled society. Nephilim are fallen fucking angels.
Prepare themselves. They've been taught and put strategically in places to teach you. It's not about the knowledge. It's about the instructions of the Most High. And the true instructions, you should seek for those ones. You know, Genesis 1:29, no animals, don't kill, no Sabbath. The Most High is not a father. The Most High is father, mother. Father is their father, the father of the devil. So you know what Israel is. You have to get out of all these hijacks. It's black.
It's black magic, and he's right. When you present the average Christian with the idea of father, mother, child, they can't wrap their head around it. God has to be fucking Matt. God has to be father. But if you go to an indigenous country, God is mother. And the Gnostic in me says, how can you have one without the other? That's a chemical reaction. You can't have a father without a mother, mother without a father. You can't have one without the other. They're recognizing, well, what they're doing is they're recognizing balance, and then they distort the balance by women being men and men being women. Correct. Correct. And when you try to show this to Christians, they refer to God only as male. But if you show this to indigenous people, to them, God is only female. God is one or the other. But to these higher upper echelons, God is both sexes. The people ruling society are stipulating that God is male and female. And they're the ones writing policy, procedure, and protocol. Said the press agent, which is me, Dick. Right now, I'm the press agent. Come get the fucking news from me. How can you have God without both sexes in the equation? Did God make both sexes? God did make both sexes. Well, if God made both sexes, then how can God be one sex over the other? It's about true equality as a scientist and not a political party or a person. I don't like titles. God is neutral. In the process of saying what I said, I neutralized competition. Women think God is men, so they want to be a man. Women, it's amazing. And then the men think that God's female, so they're going to get special privileges and rights by pretending to be female. It's amazing. Society is led by emotions. Not logic.
Magic. Nephilim have written books for you to trick you, especially to trick the true humans. And this is a message as well to the Nephilim. You can still change and go back to the Most High instead of serving these beasts. Now let's take a look into a few other images. So I am having here some, you see, Rap the News, Mr. The News, Yuda Yashrael, Dishon White, New Beaky Star, James Sinky, Truth Will Never Go Voided. All channels, you know, a circle of Nephilim teaching you the so-called word of Yahweh, the Lord, the lowered, he's low vibration, teaching you Yahweh worship. So this is the mother of rap, you know, she has slits, index finger is shorter than ring finger, it's a man, mama got slits, tranny, 1 + 1, Mama Tranny, Rap Tranny, Edomite beasts, abomination, teaching you the so-called word of the Most High. You must be kidding. Case closed. Yeah. Right. You've been caught in a lie. Rap, Matt Jerome is Matt Jerome. Surf is surf.
Matt Jerome is me.
Look at these slit eyes.
From my code name.
Boom. Now, Raptor News is even pushing fear, you know, with Planet Hell and all these crappy shit things. I was listening to him as well because he has some good stuff about Christ's insanity, but you know, it's a way to trick you into following him, and he's working for Yahweh, because you know. Don't learn the strange practices and beliefs of other nations. Don't be terrified by signs in the sky. You know, he is a strange practitioner, a black magician, Edomite, beast, bringing you fear over. He works for Baal. Jeremiah 10 gives you the drop, and Genesis 1:29 gives you the drop about the food provision. There, Lord, those angels require blood sacrifices, rituals. We all being tricked. Dishon Whited, look at his eyes. 100% Nephi. Look at this. I mean, they can put other videos, you know, and put curses on us, on Edgar, on Paul, on me, on Sword, and so on. But we're doing the Most High's job. And these beasts are exposed and their doctrines are full of holes. You don't need no book to be with the Most High. Book is made of paper. Paper is wood. It's a statue. It's idol worship. This is why I want you to go back to the scripture, scripted reality, narrative. You're idol worshipping books and teachers, prophets of the devil. Look at this hologram failure. These beasts are everywhere. It's not only the elite, it's nations, they're amongst us. Like in the days of Noah, Mr. The News. And they're all bitching and lying, Mr. The News tried to expose sword.
Isn't that amazing? Bitch and lying. How can a man be substantiated without a hearing? If you can't hear me, then how am I supposed to fucking hear you without a hearing? And a court hearing is a session. There's not a session where you're forced to fucking hear me. They can't hear me right now. They're hard of fucking hearing. Operation Free Draco now.
I haven't had sex.
Right? Yeah. His name's Sasha from Croatia. This is the video that caused people to kill themselves, Dick. Yeah. Anyone with a degree is forced to kill themselves because of what they see during this 20 minutes. All right. Right. Whoever controls the pen, whoever's controlling the pen controls policy, procedure, protocols, penmanship. Right? Pendragon bloodline. Result of the Plantagenets. And hey, they were all bloodline of Jesus. Isn't that amazing, Chuck? That fucking blow your mind. Well, this is what you can tell them that you know. This country was established by corporate raiders, pillagers, plunderers, and pirates. They got conscripted into reality, conscripture. What is the Bible but a government conscript? Who decides what's in the Bible? The government? And who works for the government? The good people? The professionals in the union? The parrots in the parody? No. But Yah is still in Yahshua and Yahweh. Yah, the first half of the name is still Yah. You breathe Yahweh, which is part of this situation. You breathe in and out Yahweh. You breathe in, you breathe out way. So God installed into you Yahweh, which is the breath of life. So Yahweh is not God because Yahweh was installed into you by God. You see what I mean? How can Yahweh be God when Yahweh was the breath put into you, and Yahweh is the breath that you make and the noise that you make when you breathe? You will never see anything like this in a traditional setting. It happened by accident because of my father forcing me to write the Bible by hand, which caused me to be a scribe of sorts in my own world. I'm my own scribe. I'm only writing what I'm witnessing and what I'm observing. Because we're responsible for what we write as observation. You know? People took these things way more seriously thousands of years ago. When a priest writes something down, he takes it way more serious than the average person. So I just started recognizing that everyone's saying the same things in much different manners. You know, the language is causing the confusion, but the patterns are perpetually the same. And I'm proud to say that. Fucking proud of it. Because they didn't goddamn trick me one fucking minute. They didn't fucking fool me. The smartest thing I realized was to play the fool. They thought I was a fool, so I decided to pretend to be a dum dum. So other people could learn. I bet a lot of people learned something because of me pretending to be a dum dum. I like Sabrina. I like she she is a female dragon, Chuck. She's a female dragon because she'll go out and she'll slay you by herself. And she's not calling on people to fucking save her. She's not calling on a savior. She's not calling on God to save her from your or my wrath. No. Right. And it's such a big deal that it stresses everyone out. Should I kill you over it? Should I kill you? I got Kobayashi going crying, Chucky. He says I'm a fucking political hitman. I'm just waiting to fucking kill you while I'm getting drunk with a shot of fucking whiskey at the door. I kill you with my sock. And I'll whack you with my fucking sock. And to me, that shit's funny because he sits there and thinks I'm just gonna kill him with a fucking sock. He must think I'm John Wick. He's gonna kill you with a sock. Well, see, I had to ban him, Chuck, because he doesn't listen. Right. You know how funny this shit is to me? It's like I'm fucking playing a game of peekaboo with 5-year-olds. I'm playing fucking peekaboo. Hey, you guys, whether you believe it or not, I tested in the 97th percentile for English comprehension in 1991. That was 34 years ago, and I'm 45 now. I was the age of 11. That's what freaks me the fuck out of this the most. I don't even have a high school degree. I don't think there's any value in the education system. I think it's a education system that causes regression. Obedience to your corporate masters occurs when you graduate from university. And mostly, children come home from university confused about their gender parents. And the funniest thing of all, I don't have an agenda. I just wanted to fucking watch you sweat me. I wanted to watch you trip participation. I anticipated that there'd be a lack of participation. There wouldn't be any participation. Dissipation would occur when I told them the truth. This shit's fucking mind blowing. I made this video 8 years ago and it's still fucking pertinent. It's still making people sweat. There's your airport. Do you want to dribble for me? Dribble Al. Dribble balls on my sack. Dribble ball sack. Well, Sarah Connor said 216, which goes with the triangle. So I'm all right with that until somebody proves otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, it goes with the triangle. So I'm going to sit silent to Sarah Connor until somebody fucking tells me otherwise because that bitch fucking checked me right in my place. Chuck, you share this with 1,000 fucking people and tell them they goddamn owe you money. Same with you. I do the same thing, same attitude. You motherfuckers owe me money. See what I mean? Approach it like they already owe you money. Fuck, they can sport for me a beer. The fuck? I'm sitting here realizing that nature in itself is predatory in every level. If you're not eating nature, then nature is slowly fucking eating at you. So where's the balance? You know, this is just like Tyson said. Are we prey or predators? Do we cannibalize nature or defend it? I lean towards cannibalization. And I don't like it being that way. I don't like it being that way. I don't like it being that way, Dick. And you don't either. Chuck doesn't either. We don't recognize that nature self sustains itself, and we tend to feed off nature without feeding it. We think that nature owes us a living and that we don't owe an explanation. It's wild. This clip right here, Chuck and Dick, was before my son was born, years before he was born. So you got to see the irony here. Because of the situation I was facing, I named my son Draco. I didn't see any other name that was worth naming my son. I will name him Draco, and you will fear the dragon. Because that's what they're goddamn afraid of is the fucking dragon. They're afraid of the dragon. They can't face the dragon. They can't even say my son's name. That was my realization. They can't even face my son's fucking name. All these people that listen to me, I asked them, one of the first things I ask them every time, what's my son's name? You've been listening? What's my fucking son's name? It's not complicated. Name him Draco. And so when they deny me, they're denying Draco. Do you see the karma involved? They don't think dragons are fucking real. One just spit in your fucking face. That's why I'm laughing. They can't deal with reality. Right. But you gotta realize, this clip right here was 3 years before my son was born. 3 years. 3 years. I'm going to show you the clip that Grace made in regards to my son right after this, right? Like, look what I said then in regards to dragons 3 years before the birth of my son. And this was actually made the week my son was born. The next clip. The next clip was made the week my son was born. This was made 3 years ago. See what I did? I showed you something that was 3 years ago, and then I showed you something that was more current. I got too much goddamn data for a high school dropout, Nick. And I don't see you as a stupid person. I don't. I see you as my friend, colleague, associate, and a part of my church. That's my way of looking at it. You come here every day, you're a part of my church. I know you do. I know. It's my church versus their church. But I bet my church fucks your church up and their church up. Do you believe in dragons? The Chinese do. 200 years ago, Dick, the word dragon didn't even exist. So what were you using to describe dragons 200 years ago? That's critical thinking for you. There was no dinosaurs 200 years ago. The word didn't even exist. It was created in 1851. We created the word to hide the truth. That's what I think, and I'm sharing it with you free of charge. You help me, but I'm helping you. I'm like, look, we lie to ourselves. It's so easy. We lie to ourselves. We hid from ourselves the 13th sign, which was the dragon. We actually hid from ourselves the dragon. We didn't even want to know the dragon, which was in ourselves, because we're the fucking dragon. Isn't that amazing? There's your whole zodiac. It's 13 constellations. Pythagoras said everything revolves around and through Polaris, like justice. It all revolves and around through Polaris. And so I really thought about that for a long time. Everything revolves around and through Polaris, not the sun or the moon. No, Polaris. So, what if the sun and the moon spin around Polaris? What if the sun is the father and the moon is the Polaris, and the moon is the mother and Polaris is the son, the child, the alchemy? The mother is the moon, the father is the sun, and the Polaris is the child. But then you got to ask yourself which came first, the sun, the moon, or Polaris? What if Polaris came first? And the sun and the moon doesn't want to talk about it. See what I mean? Goes into the idea of property and human rights. Do children have rights or just parents? And the parents already sold out. They already sold out to a political party. Red or blue fascists. How am I doing now? Right? This was 3 years ago. Right? It's very important because the very last picture, I'm trying to show you something I was already suspecting 3 goddamn years ago. Right? That's me. I'm the sniper. Praying to God. And I'm right. You're all fucking wrong. Right there. Look at that right there. Boom. Half Fauci, half fucking Putin. 3 years ago, I was already asking myself, my gosh, you two fucking look a lot alike. Right? It must be the fucking nose. It's gotta be. Gotta be. Oh, wait. Before I go there, let's go over here. I got, like I said, 1,200 videos in my library of shit. And I can make documentaries anytime I fucking want to. So I'm wondering why the good doctor looks like fucking Vladimir Putin, everyone. Care to investigate that shit? And at the same time, ask yourself, who's the highest paid federal employee? Donald Trump or fucking Fauci? How about that? How about that, Chuck? Man, I am fucking A student. You know what I mean? I was an A fucking student when I was a child. I was in the top of my fucking class until I left school at the age of 15. Cum de laude, motherfucker. What the hell does that mean? That means there was nobody fucking smarter than me. Do you comprehend me? There was fucking nobody smarter than me. Cum de laude, motherfucker. Top of my class. Can you explain to me why I fucking one day decided to just walk out? Say, fuck all you cunts. Shut the fuck up, you silent goddamn whores of Babylon. Let me put my nutsack in your fucking mouth. Can you explain to me how I got to that point of view? Feel free to express yourself color-free for the peanuts in the fucking gala that are listening and don't have anything to say for themselves right now. Did I just fuck your shit up for life? For a dollar? For personal entertainment? Because the sure as fuck was no money in it. People pay me because they want to. People throw me money because they want to. Not because they have to. Let's establish that. Can we establish that? Can you see why people would want to fucking pay me for my time? Because they love me? Is that so hard to fucking grasp? I got done fucked up everybody's shit for personal entertainment. Sure as hell ain't no money in it. Right? I'm proud to represent the state of Maine. I'm proud to shove my goddamn foot up your goddamn silent fucking ass. No thumbs up. No thumbs down. People can't think for themselves right now. Holy fucking shit. Split her like a cart of fucking driftwood. What do you think about that? I was still waiting for them to recover from the education system, right? And then I said smartly, boy, if you forget the fucking past, you stupid niggers have a tendency of fucking repeating it. And you know what they said? They said I was a crazy, sexist, racist, goddamn conspiracy theorist. What the fuck? Right? What the actual fuck? What's wrong with your logicking abilities? Are you hard of hearing? You fucking mentally impaired? Did you go to special education? The fuck is the matter with you? You're a goddamn dumbass until I fucking tell you otherwise, you stupid fucking horse. Holy shit, right, Chuck? Holy shit. Call a fucking priest. Call Jemima. Call your mothers. I want to see your fathers fucking explain any of this goddamn shit in front of my fucking face. Because I'm pretty sure all you fucking niggers are goddamn illiterate. And that's because of your stupid fucking mothers who are whores working for the church and the state. What? How'd I do? Right? How the fuck did I do? You need therapy? I got therapy for you. I got some fucking therapy for you. You're all dumbasses until I say otherwise. How's that for therapy? Got anything to say about it? No? Gonna call Trump or Biden to save you from what? Your stupidity or mine? You can't make this shit up. Come on, man. Look at the good people in action. It's fucking amazing. Not wild? You know what you might have saw in the process of this stream? You might have fucking saw Jesus. Let's not talk about it. Jesus might be in the house, but he's undercover boss right now. I mean, what are these good people gonna do when Jesus just magically shows up one day off the end of a mushroom trip? You know what I mean? Like, there he is. Hey, oh Jesus. Now what? Are you fucked or what? Because I personally think you're fucked. But that's just me and my assumptions, right? I personally think that most of you motherfuckers are going to be dead by 2030. Can I get a squeeze on it? Can I get a Jewish reaction because I squeeze the motherfuckers into a box so I can beatbox on their fucking skulls with my cock in their mouth or their ear. Hey, they're offended by my mouthpiece. Did you ever ask if I was offended by your mouthpieces at all? Were you concerned? You see what I'm saying? Were they ever fucking concerned with my feelings and the process of offending them? No. Oh, so I should just stuff my cock in your mouth and watch you suck on it. Or I smack you in the back of the fucking head and call you a chicken head motherfucker. Ain't that some great shit? I thought it up all by myself. Want to call the New York Times, the Boston Globe, or the Bangor Daily to express yourselves in the press, motherfucker. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! I'm pretty sure most men are right there with me. Shut up! I don't want to hear your shit anymore. Shut up! Right? Just shut up! Shut the fuck up when I'm talking to you! Why are you always trying to fucking talk over me, you stupid nigger? Have I registered with the fucking voters yet? No! Shush! They're not observant to fucking anything, you stupid niggers! They're not willing to pay attention to a fucking thing. They're cheap hookers and whores. What the fuck you expect from them? Holy fuck, I figured it out by myself! I'm a horny fuck! Why the fuck would you want to be a part of any other party, you stupid? Doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. I'm gonna run the wheels to this car until they fall off, you stupid fuck. Call your mama. Maybe it'll register with that bitch before she births another fucking baby. Raised by you. Fuck, you gotta think about that one. Nothing. Yo, these people are something else, I'm telling you. Chicken head motherfuckers. Chicken heads. If you want it any other way, my grandfather said America was a fucking chicken farm, you stupid niggers. Lying to you or are you lying to me? I even made a video all about how you're stupid chicken head motherfuckers. We don't need any music, do we? Pictures are worth more than words, right? Pictures are 1,000 words. Fuck, I need to write words down before I show you a picture. Then you're stupefied by the fucking picture I showed you. And that's what makes you a chicken head motherfucker. See, that's honesty. Can't have that in policy, procedures, or protocols, doctor. There's lawyers that to deny the situation that they're fucking facing. Hey, for 3 hours, they said that no zero existed and no one denied it. It's amazing. So that shows and exposes a failure in the education system. Thanks, y'all, chicken head motherfuckers. Zero doesn't exist. It's purely propaganda. Sponsored by both sides of the aisle. Like vaccination. Y'all fucking vaccinated for a goddamn donut. And you know what I mean to say about it? Holy fucking shit. I vaccinated for a donut. Had a comment? No. Sky Daddy spanked my ass. Y'all see how funny this shit is for me these days? They can't affirm or deny factual fucking information, these good people. Sounds like failures in education, maybe leadership. What if the two are secretly entwined in the skull fucking between you and me? How you chicken head motherfuckers doing right now? Got anything to say for yourselves? Because I bet you don't. Bet $1 on it. At the beginning of this stream 3 hours ago, they still haven't responded to fucking anything that is going to feed my children. I should kill your fucking children, rape them, and goddamn eat them. For a profit, of course, that benefits me and not you. Why the fuck would I give a shit about the crap that comes out of your goddamn mouth? That's just me at work. You don't like me? Fuck you. How about that? Ain't I a son of a bitch? My mother was a whore and nobody wants to talk about it. Strange how Hillary Clinton looks just like fucking Donald Trump. I'll kill you. And then I'll eat you. And then I'll feed your organs to my fucking children. Isn't it amazing how people like you, the only thing you're worried about is you? And me, on the other hand, I'm worried about my children. I'm going to feed you to them. I'm going to fucking cut your throat, bleed you out, and feed your organs to my fucking children so they can have a fucking nice Sunday dinner. Law of the Jungle, right? Where's all those good people? Running and hiding from the devil? In my world, I killed all the devils. And I beat the devil. So I must be the devil because I killed the devil. Gutted the motherfucker. Like a cholo fucking fish. Any questions from the good goddamn people? You got anything smart to say? No? You gonna go eat some poop? That goes along with my theology well. You like poop. You like eating poop. Excuse me, good people. I personally am not a fan of eating poop. Are you? If you're a fan of eating poop, then you're not on my side. You're my enemy. Because you like eating poop, Doug. And I'm tired of eating poop. I want you to eat shit and fucking die. Can I get a thumb on that one? Haven't gotten a singular thumb up yet so far. I want you to eat shit and die. Called me a liar for 40 years. I want to kill you motherfuckers. I want to hang you for the lies that come out of your goddamn mouth, because that's the only thing you're capable of is lying. Where's Fauci these days? Missing in action, MIA, Maya? Can't find him anywhere? Like your mama? Where are all the women these days? What do you work for, the church or state? Controlled by the priests and the church and the state? Are you manually skull fucked and raped by your sky daddies? Just wondering. Come on, say something fucking smart, one of you. Goddamn one of you. Fucking one of you! No, none of you. Not wild. Y'all sit silent to treason. Y'all sit silent to sedition. Y'all sit silent to the rape of children. And you all think you're good fucking people. There's common grounds amongst you. You weak fucking whores. And I hate every goddamn one of you. How's that for free speech, right? What are you going to say? Nothing? You're going to block my free speech? Going to deny it? Going to act like I didn't say the things that I said? Pretend? Goddamn, I'm fucking pissed. And I'm really confused why the majority of people are not angry. It's mind-boggling to me. And all I can do is sit silent and say fucking nothing. Goddamn cowards. You don't impress me. Your silence doesn't impress me. I can run from sun up to sundown, and you motherfucking silent whores would do everything in your power to keep me from speaking. And that's mind boggling to me. You don't actually speak the truth in regards to anything. You pretend like the past didn't happen and you force everybody to repeat it because of your obedience to the church and state. And that fucking mind boggles me. You're not fucking good people. How are you good people? You conform to the will of the church and the state, and it's the church that controls the women, and it's the prisons that control the state. You think there's a separation between the medical system and the government? You think there's a separation between Dr. Fauci and the two-party system? You're out of your goddamn mind.